Can you really make money flipping furniture? The short answer is yes. But it's not just about slapping some paint on an old chair and calling it a day. Hi, I'm Carmen, and my channel is called Painted and Planted by Carmen. I'm a part time furniture flipper, and in this video, I'm breaking down the real numbers, costs, and strategies behind furniture flipping and whether it's actually worth your time. Stick around because I'll also share some key mistakes to avoid and my personal tips for making the most profit. Stay until the end to see my first furniture flip and my most profitable furniture flip. So, what exactly is furniture flipping? It's the process of buying used and worn down furniture, refurbishing and refinishing it, and then selling it for profit. You can find pieces at thrift stores, yard sales, Facebook Marketplace, and sometimes even on the curb for free. But the key is knowing what to look for and how to transform it effectively. There's some things you need to think about before you jump in. First, do you have space to store and work on your furniture flips? I flip furniture out of my garage, so I have limited space, and it can sometimes be very challenging. I know some flippers rent storage units or workshops, but since I'm just a part time furniture flipper, that doesn't make financial sense for me. So my family and I live with a messy garage full of furniture and my supplies, my spray tent, and sometimes additional furniture stacked on our back porch. Second, do you have time to do the work? Even something as simple as painting a small dresser can take a lot of time. You have to clean, prep, paint, and then protect the finish. When you factor in shopping for the dresser, drying time between each coat of paint, staging, photographing, and listing it for sale, a single flip can take 10 to 20 hours spread out over several days or weeks. Can you lift heavy items? And do you mind getting dirty? Furniture flipping is hard work. It's physical, dirty work that requires constant cleaning of your workspace and yourself. Four, do you have the necessary tools? Even a basic flip with no repairs needed is going to require cleaning products, sandpaper, paintbrushes, screwdrivers to remove hardware. And as you advance and start doing repairs, you're going to find yourself purchasing power tools like drills, saws, sanders, and a quality paint sprayer. And don't forget about safety, like a respirator or mask to protect your lungs, eyewear, and gloves. And finally, do you have a vehicle big enough to pick up and deliver large pieces of furniture? So if you still think furniture flipping might be for you, let's talk about the money side of it. I'll share two examples of my flips. This first one, I picked up these nightstands for free. I spent about $60 replacing the hardware, adding the decorative trim to the front, and on paint and top coat. I sold them for $170, which is a profit of $110. I bought this mid-century modern hutch for $125. I only spent about $50 on supplies. I used a lot of things I already had or picked up for free, and I was able to sell it for $700, which is a profit of $525. Now imagine flipping multiple pieces per week. It can definitely add up. But before you jump in, let's talk about the challenges. There are a lot of factors that determine your profit. One is your local market. Are there quality furniture pieces available at low prices? How many potential buyers are there? And how many people are already flipping furniture in your area? If you live in a large metropolitan area like I do, there are a lot of options. But if you live in a small or rural area, you will have to get creative to reach more buyers. I mostly sell on Facebook Marketplace, but there is also OfferUp, Etsy, Nextdoor, a personal website, and some people have booths at antique malls, but some of these options do cost additional money and will cut into your profit. And don't forget the cost of the tools that we talked about. Some flippers try to save money by using cheaper paint, including what they call UPS paint, which is the paint that hardware stores sell at a discount because the color wasn't quite right. However, if you use cheaper paint, then you may have to spend more money on a quality primer and top coat to make sure the paint doesn't scratch, peel, or chip. I'll do a future video on my favorite furniture paints and the cost benefit of using a higher quality, more expensive paint. While furniture flipping can be profitable, you want to make sure you don't make some of these common mistakes. Number one, you don't want to overpay. Like, for example, these are two pieces that I wouldn't buy because there's not a lot of room to improve them and sell for profit. Also, factor in the repairs you're going to have to make. This dresser might be free, but with missing hardware, crooked drawers that would need repair, and the sticker residue, it's going to cost you a lot in time and money. This is an example of a cute little mid century modern piece I picked up for $30 because I liked the look of it. But when I inspected it closer, the drawers were an absolute mess. They were flimsy and falling apart. I ended up having to completely redesign the piece. So I learned a lot, but I didn't make a lot of money. Never skip the prep. You need to thoroughly clean, sand, and prime most pieces of furniture before you can paint them. I learned my lesson when I skipped some steps and my paint just peeled and washed off. Another common mistake is not paying attention to your local market to see what is selling, what are the trends, and balancing what you like with what buyers like. Some styles sell faster in other places than they will in your area. So just because you think it's beautiful or you see it on Instagram doesn't mean it's going to make you money. For example, I had a great time painting and decoupaging this cute little secretary desk, but it took forever to sell, while this simple low dresser sold the same day that I posted it. Another common mistake that new flippers make is not valuing their work and pricing their items high enough. I definitely underpriced this vintage desk, and I've also overpriced some pieces. When trying to decide if the price is worth it when purchasing a piece of furniture on Facebook Marketplace, I'll often use Google. What I'll do when I see a piece is I will do a screen catch, then I will go into Google. I'll upload that photo and look and see what I can find out about the piece. This is a great way to sometimes find out who the maker was, what it's selling for in different markets. Just be aware that a lot of times pieces that were sold by sites like First Dibs or sold at auction may be listed for higher than you can sell in your area. As a side note, I ended up buying the piece of furniture I was looking at when I filmed that last clip. Now let's talk about making the most money flipping furniture. Here are my top strategies. Focus on high demand pieces. Low dressers, bedroom sets, and oversized nightstands tend to sell very well in my area. You want to keep your costs low, sell on multiple platforms, and make sure you're taking great photos and staging your pieces. By adding a few toys to this storage unit, it gives the buyer an idea of how they could use it in their home. The flip that started it all for me was this cute little bench. I only made $43, but I was hooked. My most profitable flip was this mid century modern dresser that I picked up for $150, did minimal work, and was able to sell for $1,000. I made over $800, which was about $200 per hour. So, are you still wondering if you can really make money flipping furniture? Absolutely. But like any business, it takes time, effort, and the right strategies to be successful. If you're ready to learn how to flip furniture, subscribe to my channel. For my next video, I will be flipping this set of side tables. I'm going to do a paint and stain combo and will film each step so you can follow along and learn with me. I bought these for $30 and the set usually sells for about $200 when I'm done. So pick up some side tables or nightstands and get ready to flip furniture with me. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and drop a comment below with your furniture flipping questions. I'll see you next time. This has been Carmen with Painted and Planted by Carmen.